guys, and welcome back to the channel. I have been looking forward to this review. This is the Zoomers one from Zoomer for $1,699. I haven't tried anything like this, and so I'm pretty excited to see what it can do. So let's kick the review off first with a speed test. So you got a ton of power to work with. This beast has got a 2,000 watt rear hub motor, and that's powered by a 60 volt, 20 amp hour battery that can be removed with the 2 keys they give you and takes 6 to 8 hours for a recharge. There's only one speed mode, but that mode can get up to 30 miles per hour. That is the speed rating. I've got a full charge on the scooter, so let's see if I can hit that. There's 27. Come on, let's get 30. Looks like 28 is gonna be it. The Zoomer one has got to be the heaviest product I've ever reviewed at 120 pounds, and it can hold up to 300 pounds. And this is the first product that has a full motorcycle style throttle. I'm gonna show you how long it takes to hit 20 miles per hour. This is the acceleration test. I do have a full charge on the scooter and a flat stretch of road. Here we go. And off the line is pretty fast actually. For a 120 pound vehicle, that was very fast. And we are already at 20. Man. That is very, very zippy, very poppy. That's quite fun. The Zoomer one has a range rating of up to 30 miles. This is the first range test. Not a lot of stop and go, just nice casual riding, and see how far I can go. I've lost my first battery bar and I've gone 14.54 miles. Let me tell you a little bit about the Zoomer one as I'm on the range test. It does come in 5 colors. There's 2 fenders. I didn't put the front one on because you have to put it on before you add the wheel, and I didn't do that. So just a heads up there. Now this obviously feels a lot different than a lot of products that I reviewed. I really can't compare it to anything else. I will say that the balance is fantastic. I can, easily take my hands off, well, for a few seconds anyways. There's no suspension with the scooter, so when you do hit even a smaller bump, it does rock you pretty good. The key to a comfortable ride on this is taking the lines and the cracks in the trail at an angle. Diving into the cockpit, starting off with the handlebars, you got a huge length on this. I mean, that's got to be the biggest length out of any vehicle I've ever seen, which makes sense. It's a lot of weights. It's a bigger vehicle. You need a wide stance to manage it. You can adjust the handlebars, so you can push them out, you can bring them in towards you more, a little bit lower to the ground. As far as the posture, it feels like a folding bike. I'm sitting in it just like a chair, my back's straight up. I do like that because I'm not bending over, so my lower back doesn't get exhausted. I wish the seat was a little bit bigger. My cheeks are kind of coming off the side, and it could use some more padding. The first few miles, it's not too bad, but the padding tends to squish down as you put the miles on. Now the seat is pretty low, and so your whole center of gravity is low as well. And I like that because it just makes the ride a lot funner. The grips are pretty cheap filling. I'm not the biggest fan of them, and they do move without a lot of effort, so I'd glue that in place. There's also plenty of room on the deck. I can fit my shoes one in front of the other, side by side. I still have a couple inches on each side. Now the nice thing about this, and it's a little bit risky, but you can stand up. So if your tush gets a little bit too sore, stand up and ride it. It does feel awkward. You really got to bend over to grab the grips. Now earlier I mentioned that there was 12-inch wide tires. They're actually 8 inches wide, but they are street tires. They're smooth. I actually like the design of these, and they're just huge. You got a ton of surface area hitting the road. And so you have excellent grip and traction, and they just look cool. Okay, so throttle sensitivity, going 17 miles per hour. If I release it, instantly cuts power. Got about half battery bar left and going 18 miles per hour. If I punch it, it still gets up and goes. A little bit slower than with the full battery, but already at 24. There's quite a good pickup even when you're going. Like, I really like the acceleration, and it just makes it there's a little bit of humming when I first hit the throttle, which is a little bit annoying, but other than that, after the first few seconds, it goes away, and then it's just all fun from there. You can just kind of rally this around and have some fun on it. This is super fun to drive. Okay, that wraps up the first range test, and I am very impressed. My app recorded over 28 miles with over 1,000 feet elevation gain. The range rating is 30 miles, so these guys, they're right on the mark. That's just a fun vehicle, and that can go the distance. That's a good combination. I've got a full charge up on the Zoomer one. Time to do range test number 2, riding it harder, faster, with a lot more stop and go. I lost my first battery bar and I've gone 10.58 miles. Matthew, did you enjoy that last little bit?
That was crazy. I had so many bugs in my face, like I could feel them crawling all over and they were pelting my glasses. It was nuts.
Sucked. Yeah, we decided to end the range test a little bit early because we're down by the lake and the river and there's just way too many bugs. So the scooter still shows 3 battery bars. Anyway, apps recorded 22.24 miles with 464 feet of elevation gains.
The tip of the day, keep your mouth closed while you're riding.
Keep your dang mouth shut. They are pretty confident with the climbing power of the Zoomer One. It has a hill rating of up to 35%. Okay, once I turn around, I'm gonna start climbing. So again, 14% grade. This is 2.5 block long section, 2.5 blocks long. I've got a full charge on the scooter and going 10 miles an hour now. Everything's sounding good. Motor's not making any, more noise than it was flat out on the road, on a flat road. Oh, now it's starting to hum at me a little bit. This is the steepest part here, down to 9. I'm impressed this is making it up so fast. This is awesome. Just big old beefy scooter. There's 8. You guys got hills in your area. This can tackle them. I'm 185 pounds and I've only got down to 8. And oh, there's 7 and we're over the top. Now, of course, it's time for a brake test. The Zoomer One has dual hydraulic brakes. Gonna head down the same hill I just came up for a hill test and test them out. Okay, top of the hill. Let's get some speed and then I'll test out how well these brakes work. I'm gonna go terribly fast, just lightly pressing on them. No pulsating. Got decent stopping power. Get a little bit more speed, hard braking. Oh yeah, that stopped a lot quicker than I was expecting it to. Can't hear any grinding or rubbing, just the classic hydraulic brake noise that you get sometimes. Another hard brake here, going about 20. Wow. Yeah, you got some awesome braking power, nice and smooth, powerful, and that's a lot of weight to stop on a 14% grade hill. I'm very impressed. Let me walk you through the control through the handlebar stuff and the key fob here. Now there's 2 keys and 2 key fobs. I'll first do the key. Just like a car, turn it, the scooter turns on. If you use the key fob, you just double tap this lightning button here. Hear that, scooter's on, and you can ride it without the key, which is kind of nice. And then to turn it off, hit the unlock button. You can lock it, and then if you try to move it, it doesn't like it. To shut that alarm off, you can hit the unlock button, or it just shuts off in 5 seconds. There's also a panic button here in the bottom left. On the left side, there's 2 buttons. First is the headlight, and it's kind of hard to tell in the daytime, but that is pretty bright. I rode at night, and I could easily see the trail well ahead of me. Now, what I don't like is there's no tail light, but you do have a rear reflector. And then you also have a horn, which that matches the look of this scooter perfectly, I think. And that's pretty much it. The Zoomer One is water resistant, has a 1-year warranty, and free shipping in the lower 48. Well, my favorite feature with the Zoomer One was the range. I just love vehicles that are fun to ride, that can go the distance, and this is one of them. If you want to pick it up, I've got the link in the description. Also, be sure to check out my website, electricrevolutionreviews.com. There you can find all my reviews sorted by price and capability. Hit that like button before you go, and please subscribe for the latest in electric bike, board, and scooter reviews. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.